My name is Moira Nelson. I'm 90 years old, and I started in 1994 in the Douglas Still. I just wanted to start something, to do through the week. I really do enjoy it. I really do. I just love coming to the class. Hazel is such a nice person. She's lovely, and she jokes with us and sings to us when we're doing our exercise and that, and it's so lovely.
If you ask them why they come not just for me, not just for dance, not just for music. The focus is incredible. I look at the faces and they're there. And then they have a laugh. And they instigate most of the laughter. They do sing along, which again helps with breathing, helps with the lungs, helps with relaxation. There's just so many benefits, I can't say them all.
Citymoves has been on the go for 38 years, so we're moving towards our 40th anniversary. And the aims are to make a difference through dance and be the agent for change in the northeast of Scotland. The Mature Moves class on a Wednesday morning has been running for about 35 years. They started off in an Aberdeen hotel by herself. And then when Citymoves got up and running and became a place where tutors brought their own classes, it moved to our School Hill site. And some of the ladies are the original ladies that are in the class, so this class has definitely been going and it's part of the community of Aberdeen City Centre, and that kind of age group has progressed. So they started off going to that when they were moving towards retirement, I guess, and now they're in their 80s and 90s. So it's a very special class in Citymoves, and we've always kept it on the same day and the same time, just to keep that routine as well, even though we've moved buildings throughout the years, and that class has come with us. Sometimes it starts off seated as well. If the tutor's working towards certain types of routine, it will start off seated and then move towards kind of standing if participants are able, because some of them have arthritis and different ailments.
I like to think that they have a range of music that takes them from their era of dance right up to date. And they can then lose not all their stresses, but a lot of their stresses, like I do. When the music goes on, it does help. The one we did today, isn't this a lovely day? They go back in time. They're at the beach ballroom. I don't know where they are, but they're somewhere. And isn't this a lot? They just float. They just float. And so we've got all that remembering of things and pulling out of old memories, movements, because they say you have muscle memory. And you can see it. You can see it in their eyes. They start to use their muscle memory.
And the reason why we keep it on the same morning and the same day of the week is just to build that sense of routine, so it's not an additional thing to their lives, it's part of their lives. And I think the ladies have definitely found that over the last 30 odd years, that it's part of what they do, it's not an addition. So they come out of their house not only to kind of see each other and get together and go for a coffee afterwards, but it's really making sure that they find this place that they can move together. When we plan a class for different age groups, particularly older students, we really consider where in the city centre, and that's why we moved into this building, because it's got step-free access. It's also really close to a lot of different major bus routes. It's easy to come in off the street, and we think about how people would move around the space when even we're in the building. So there's disabled toilets. We make sure that they don't have to go down the stairs if the toilets are at a different part of the building. There are disabled toilets on the same level. There's seats within the studio as well, so they can put their bags and everything there, or if they want to use the seat at any point in the class, that can be brought into the dance floor. And the time of day as well is really key. Not too early, because they're having to get early morning buses, they're out of the rush hour, but at a time when they can have coffee afterwards and they're not too close to lunchtime. So there is a lot of consideration of finding that perfect time and location. It does make the success of these kind of classes. I think Citymoves provides a space, and all of the classes are popular for different reasons, because we don't push people outside their comfort zone. We're very much a dance for all, and making a change in people's lives, whether it's their age group or their ability, and they can go as far as they like within a certain class. So we provide that framework and that space, and our tutors are very much part of that philosophy as well. There's a drive within the class as far as people want to take it. There's lots of different levels that they can take within it. There's lots of different options. And that makes people feel confident to come along each week as well, whether it is really cold and it's icy outside, and whether they feel a little bit slippy on the ground, or whether their various ailments are playing up that day. They can come along and make sure that the class is tailored to them and they're allowed to work at that particular level. So I think it's the philosophy of the whole organisation that really aids those kind of classes for particular age groups.
At the end of that class, you saw two of them going into some sort of waltz, and I just went with them because without that element of feeling the music, doing what you want to do, and losing yourself in the music, basically, you don't get the exceptional happiness out of it.
I just like to keep it up for as long as I can. I've enjoyed it. I would recommend it to anybody that I know.
It is a huge benefit. It really is something that should be on prescription.